All right, come on in, I'll show you the shop. This just came in probably 2.5 hours ago. One of our cleanouts, boom, there it is. And then this room here is lots of toys, comics. I really want to expand the comic book section. There's a lot of people who collect comics, and they're all fanatics that come in here for comics. Great people, great hobby collecting comics. My name is Dan Chio. I'm 50 years old. First and foremost, husband and father of 3. This is my store, the Junk Zone and Spins Record Shop, located inside the Junk Zone. Been doing this for about 4 or 5 years now. As long as I can do it, I will. And there's no sign of it slowing down. Shows like Canadian Pickers, American Pickers, they've created, it's got people's juices flowing again for this type of thing, antiques and retro. And I grew up in the 80s, and I love not only 80s music, but just 80s stuff, 80s clothes, 80s toys, whatever it is. And I'm not the only one. As you can tell, when on the weekend, people come in here and they see stuff, and you can tell that it takes them back in their minds to when things were simpler, to a better place. So this store will always be able to find good things and keep selling them at really good prices. I'm not trying to make a big score or anything like that. However, the stuff turns over. I love selling for volume, and offering people good prices, because if you, not everybody understands the value of selling like that. If you sell for a great price and someone finds something, they're super excited, they come back. You'll see every customer who comes through the door comes back over and over and over, and there's always new customers coming in as well. Some vintage toys. I got tons more to put out. The store is small, so we put them out as we can. Lots of people come in for DVDs. They take them to camp, $1 each. You can't get a DVD for $1 anywhere. That's a good deal. Some CDs, just miscellaneous stuff over here. I like the toys. I like the vintage toys, and toys of today too. They're just cool. They bring back memories. And then we move over here, some Hot Wheels. Now this is important to a lot of people here. The Twins, Thunder Bay Twins. I've got some old programs: Thunder Bay Senators, Thunderhawks, Riverview Raceways. Just some stuff that's really cool. Video games. I don't have as many as I'd like, but when we get them, they sell quick. Cassette tapes, everyone knows about those. Watch your head on the clock there. Lots of old cans. People love looking at the vivid colors of the oil cans and tins. Old radios, we sell lots of these. And then we get back into the records over here. The scope of customers I have, anywhere from young kids all the way to, I've had people that were 95 plus years old come in here, and everyone has a good time. And what's really cool, one of the coolest things, is a young girl came in with her mother not long ago, probably 13, 14 years old, saw the albums, and the first album that she picked up and bought was a Beatles White Album. So everybody enjoys good stuff, and it was so refreshing to see that she enjoyed the Beatles or just good music. I'm not saying that music of today is bad, but it's funny what people buy and what they are partial to. It's refreshing to watch people shop, whether it be for an older album or an album of today, like a Taylor Swift or Avril Lavigne, something newer. But everybody has their music that they like, and we have a bit of everything for every genre and every type of person, And at the end of the day, good music is good music. There's been several times where we found really nice signs. I'm a sign person. I love advertising signs, whether it be beer signs or pop signs, vintage signs I love. Like I said earlier, I'm a sign guy. I don't have that many porcelain signs left right now, but stuff like this, I love. The Burger King sign, it's deadly, it's different. Old coffee machine came out of somebody's basement, tucked away in a cold room. For years and years it was in there. Everyone loves Taylor Swift. Most people love Taylor Swift. All this is really, really good stuff on the walls. All in alphabetical order here. We got some fishing tackle over here. We're going to expand the fishing section for spring. I get a lot of outdoors people in here and they love to fish. They love to get good deals on stuff. And vintage TV there, that is cool. Is in really, really good shape. That would be a really neat piece for any rec room. Well, I was tired for working for other people, and your room to advance was very limited, and I wanted to do something on my own, and I kind of figured the need for the service. My company, this is a side business, the store. My main company is Junkaway, which is a junk removal company. So I wanted to do something on my own that I had an opportunity to grow. And the junk removal aspect really excited me because, of the aging population, and there's always going to be junk. The store came afterwards where I would go out there. I started just myself with one truck, and we were finding lots of good stuff. And, pretty much living Canadian pickers or American pickers every day. And I realized that the stuff was very desirable to a lot of people. So, people would make me offers on the stuff. And it just sort of snowballed from there.
What do you enjoy about vinyls?
Nothing.
Vinyl records. Nothing?
I don't own one vinyl. I don't get emotionally attached to anything in here. And I think that works in my favor because lots of collectors, when they get something with value, they don't want to sell it. Or if they do, they ask these crazy prices. I don't own any vinyl. I don't own comic books or toys, anything like that in my store. And that works to my advantage. I love selling stuff. I love getting it in the hands of the people who are going to appreciate it at really, really good prices.
So you have 3 kids?
3 kids, yeah.
Are they a fan of this place?
No.
No?
Not at all, no. No. Neither is my wife. She doesn't understand. She's very supportive, and my kids are very supportive. But they don't understand, the value of some of this stuff. But it's funny because some of the kids of today, including mine, if I mention an 80s song, they'll say, "Oh, that song's no good. It's junk or whatever. It's garbage." But then we'll be driving, and a hit song of today will come on, and I'll say, "Oh, do you like this song?" "Oh, yeah, this song's the best." Well, that's funny because it's a remake of an 80s song. So everything really is, comes from the 80s or 70s, and people love it. This store, whether it be just the one store that I have, or if I have a couple satellite stores, it will never ever lose the small town ma and pa shop feel, because then it defeats the whole purpose. When people come in here, they like talking to each other. This will never ever represent in any form a big box retailer where no customer is known to the people there. When customers come in here, I know them by name. I know what they like for music or comics. That will never change. There's still a ton of people who don't know we exist, and that's why we did the pop-up store at Goods & Co. last Saturday. But when people start hearing the live music we're going to have and seeing the deals they're going to get here, it's going to be the hub of what's going on in Thunder Bay. The flea markets, the yard sales, the live music, the record store days. There hasn't been one person yet who's been in here that's left disappointed. I do want to expand eventually. This building here, as you can see, is small and intimate up here. The basement below us here is equally as big. It's got lots of good lighting and everything like that. So I'd love to open up downstairs, do more retail down there, and also have some big boardroom tables where people can do their gaming, trade cards, stuff like that. Make it almost like a lounge down there. Have some neon down there. This should be, and already is on the way to being, the hub of what's going on in Thunder Bay. This is a meeting place for a lot of people. You come, you have your coffee here, you listen to music. I'm telling you, try it out. You won't be disappointed. If you haven't been here yet, come down on a Saturday or Sunday, take a look at what we have. Come down for some good music and conversation, a relaxing time, and we're different than any other store in town. We're not a big box store. Like I said, that will never happen, being a big box store. And the cool thing is, more and more people are staying away from the big box stores. And, you know, people come in here and they make donations to my store. Now, here's where I'm different from the other people who take donations. When people donate, I take a proceeds of the sales and I sponsor a kid or two kids in our city to play hockey or baseball or whatever that may have not been able to otherwise. So the money stays right here in our community. It's not shipped to Southern Ontario so a CEO can, you know, buy a third or fourth beach house. I care about this community. This is where it stays, and people are donating stuff to the shop and they're supporting me, and that's huge. And people love it, and I'm providing a good time and I'm providing fair prices. It's a win-win for everybody.
What are the things that you enjoy just about this city, and what separates it from any other place?
I enjoy the people here. I enjoy the size of the city. I mean, if you want to get anywhere in the city, it's a 10-minute drive, pretty much. And I love the fact that the city has been very supportive of my business, and there's lots of room to grow. And the opportunities that we're getting are large. You know, finding the right people, though, to help me expand and to, there's so much for the taking right now that if I had the right people to grow, it could really, really double, triple, quadruple in size in no time. But, you know, that's a problem everywhere, you know, finding workers. I've got a really, really good crew, and I hear it all the time. I get lots of compliments. And speaking specifically of the store, I've got Curtis that works in here on Saturdays and sometimes on Sundays too. He knows lots about records, and people come here just to talk to Curtis about the records. He knows pretty much all genres, so he prices them all. He looks on Discogs. He takes every single used album out. He looks at the condition and prices them that way. He does the ordering for the new albums as well, and he's a very valuable guy to have, because his knowledge of music and comics and toys is much more than I'll ever know. But I think the key there is surrounding myself with the right people that know this stuff, and it works well. All right, thank you, Confederation College Conflicts Program, for doing this documentary. I appreciate it, and I just want to say, for everybody in Thunder Bay and surrounding area, I appreciate you shopping local. It's important for me and every other local business owner. Do the right thing. I know you all love coming in here, as well as the other local shops too. Shop local, support local, keep the money right here in our community. We'll see you soon.